Hey, it's Jack from the Online Real Estate Academy and Jack Gately Real Estate. Let's talk about the market update statewide in Massachusetts for May 2022. Let's get into it. We have a new record for average sales price for single-family homes in Massachusetts. I know everything's going up, right? Just this morning we heard inflation was up 8.3% nationwide, but new record in Massachusetts for single-family homes, average sales price $742,315. This is the second time that we've crossed the 700,000 threshold. The last time was just about last year, but that was at 716. Now we're at an average of 742. You do see this number kind of go up and down a little bit, but this is a big spike from where we were in the mid 600s. This is a huge spike. And as I said, inflation is up. Everybody knows that. Gas now at $4.40 a gallon nationwide average. That is a record. Prices are going up for just about everything, including housing. Housing is a really good investment. Real estate is a good investment during peak inflationary periods, which we're seeing now. We're seeing some of the highest inflation in 40 years. And you can see that with the inventory numbers, which are at the first of the month, 3278. Let's just call it 3,300. 3,300 homes available statewide in Massachusetts at the beginning of May. Now, that number has not moved very much, as the month of May is, right now it's May 11th, and that number is now at like 3,350. So this is usually the peak season for the spring selling season, and we basically have a third of the houses on the market now, today, than we did pre-virus. So I went back to 2019, May 1st of 2019, to see how many houses we had on the market then. And it was over 10,000, 10,426. So you can see that we have a third of the houses on the market now than we did prior to the virus. That is what's driving all of this. And you've got to ask yourself, as I just mentioned a second ago, real estate is a good thing to hold during an inflationary period. And you've got to ask yourself, if you own real estate right now, why in the world would you sell it? This is now officially the new normal. When we did not get a bounce back in April, and we're definitely not getting a bounce back in May in terms of inventory. This is now the new normal. Why would you sell it when inflation is at 8.3? Well, we all know that inflation is actually probably higher than 8.3. The government is admitting that it's 8.3, but it's probably higher than that in reality. In fact, that 8.3 number was for April, and a lot of the gas price increase that we've seen has actually occurred over the last week and a half. So come the new inflation number, I'm thinking it's going to be 8.3 or plus, for back to 8.5 or more. I mean, that's an incredible number. And why would you sell a piece of real estate? Why? Why would you, even if you want to move to a low-cost state, let's just say Tennessee, why would you sell it in Massachusetts when you can rent it, pay off your mortgage, and probably profit and still buy in Tennessee? Why would you sell? You don't have to anymore. And no big surprise, the number of sales that we had in April, 3,213. There's not on the market. There's not a lot on the market on any given day, and there's just not a lot to buy, as we've covered, and that hasn't changed. And just like prices hitting a new high, 742 for a single family home, the ratio between the original list price and the sales price skyrocketed in April, 106%. That's a record for us since we've been keeping these numbers over, say, about 2 years. I've been looking at these numbers for a decade. I've never seen it at 106%. That is amazing. Once again, just for those people who haven't watched these videos before, that means if you list your house for $100,000, you're going to sell it for $106,000. I know. Just yesterday, I had one of my agents got beat out on an offer by $50,000, and this house was in the $600,000 range. So there's a really good place to put your money during an inflationary period, and there's not much on the market. There's no reason to sell, so why would you? The only headwind that we have in this particular marketplace is the potential for the Federal Reserve to raise interest rates so high that it creeps into people's buying power. That hasn't affected the housing market yet. It has not done that. Maybe if they have month after month of raising interest rates, it will, but it hasn't done it yet. And I really do think that we're in for this kind of like new period where people just don't sell. The virus restrictions are all over. That's not an excuse anymore. This is a new situation where people are not going to sell like they used to. And the simple fact of the matter is, just waiting for people, this is going to sound impolite, just waiting for people to die so that you can buy their house. That is not enough supply for the marketplace, and we're just going to see prices continue to go up until we see inflation eat so much, or interest rates eat so much into people's buying power. So that's it for this month's market update. Thanks for watching. I'm Jack from Jack Gately Real Estate and the Online Real Estate Academy. Have a great day. Bye-bye.